For 7 years, I learned how to smile while my heart quietly broke. It wasn't the kind of smile that comes from happiness. It was the kind you wear when people look at you with pity, when they think you are weak, when they believe your life is already decided, and failed. They used to whisper my name at family gatherings. Not loudly, just enough for me to hear. There she is, the charity case. That was my label, not cousin, not daughter, not family, just someone they tolerated out of obligation. I lost my parents young. After that, everything fell apart. I was passed from one relative to another like a responsibility nobody wanted. I didn't have a powerful job. I didn't have money. I didn't have influence. All I had was my grandmother, and even she was slowly fading with age. Every birthday, every holiday, every dinner felt like a reminder that I didn't belong. They would offer me help I never asked for, advice I never needed, and sympathy that felt heavier than insults. Be grateful, they'd say. You're lucky we take care of you. But what they didn't see was the nights I stayed awake, teaching myself skills, working quietly, saving every coin. They didn't see my tears hitting the floor when no one was watching. And they definitely didn't know one thing. My grandmother knew everything. She saw how they treated me. She heard the jokes. She noticed how I was always seated at the edge of the table, never in the center. But she never said a word. Until the day everything changed. The call came on a quiet morning. Grandma was gone. The house that once felt like my only safe place suddenly became a battlefield. Everyone showed up, dressed in black, wearing fake sadness, already counting what they thought would be theirs. No one looked at me. Why would they? I was still the charity case in their eyes. But when the lawyer cleared his throat and opened the envelope, I felt something strange, for the first time in 7 years. Hope, and fear, because I didn't know that day would rewrite every lie they ever told about me. Growing up, I believed family meant protection. But slowly, I learned it could also mean betrayal, the quiet kind that doesn't scream, but slowly erases you. After my parents passed, my relatives didn't just take me in, they took control of my life. What I studied, where I worked, what dreams were realistic for someone like me. They laughed when I said I wanted more. Focus on survival, my uncle once said. Ambition isn't for people in your position. I swallowed my words every time. I became smaller so others could feel bigger. And when Grandma fell sick, things got worse. They controlled her medicines, her visitors, even her phone calls. They made decisions without her, and told everyone it was for her own good. But Grandma was sharper than they thought. Late at night, when the house was quiet, she would call me into her room. She'd hold my hand and ask about my dreams, the ones I never said out loud. You're stronger than all of them, she once whispered. They just don't know it yet. I didn't realize then that she was watching everything. That she was planning something, quietly, patiently. When she passed away, the house filled with noise again. Relatives arguing over furniture, gold, property, while her room still smelled like her favorite flowers. No one asked how I was feeling. Instead, they warned me. Don't expect much, my aunt said coldly. Grandma's assets are complicated. That was the moment something inside me shifted. I stopped hoping. I stopped explaining myself. I stopped trying to be understood. I just waited. The day of the will reading arrived. Everyone sat confidently. Some even smiled. I sat silently in the corner, just like always. The lawyer began reading, and one by one, their faces changed. Properties they expected, gone. Accounts they assumed were theirs, reassigned. Promises they believed in, shattered. Then the lawyer paused, and to my granddaughter, he said, looking directly at me. The room went completely silent. I could hear my heartbeat. She leaves her full estate, business shares, and private savings, entrusted to her alone. Gasps, whispers, anger. I wasn't a charity case anymore. I was the owner of everything they thought was already theirs. They didn't cry. They stared at me, as if I had stolen something from them. But the truth was, they had stolen years from me. After the reading, they surrounded me with fake smiles and sudden kindness. Let's talk, they said. We're still family. But family doesn't pity you when you're down. Family doesn't silence your dreams. Family doesn't wait for your grandmother to die to show their true faces. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't insult anyone. I simply said no. No to manipulation. No to guilt. No to the version of myself they created. Over the next months, I honored Grandma's wishes. I supported causes she loved. I protected what she built. And I quietly rebuilt myself. I moved out. I started my own life. I finally sat at tables where I was wanted, not tolerated. The same people who once pitied me now avoided my eyes. And I didn't need revenge anymore. Because the greatest justice wasn't taking from them. It was becoming everything they said I never could. Sometimes, the people who underestimate you are writing the story of your rise, without even realizing it. And sometimes, silence is not weakness. It's preparation. Grandma once told me, let them believe what they want. Truth always waits. She was right. If you're watching this and you feel invisible, unwanted, underestimated, remember this. Your worth is not decided by how others treat you. And the moment you stop begging for respect, is the moment your life begins to change.